Right, we're in the Pimax Crystal Light VR headset in Assetto Corsa Competizione. This is a proper sim racing game, and we're all working. Now, I made a change since the last time I was in ACC in the Pimax Crystal Light, which is I changed the world scale. And I don't know if you can see it in the video, but basically, in the last time I was in ACC at the Red Bull Ring, I felt everything was just a bit too big, and it was a bit sort of like just a bit too big. So this time, what I've done is I've basically increased the percentage, which makes it a little bit smaller. It looks a little bit smaller now, and to me more lifelike. Like I don't feel like I'm some sort of cartoon character. It feels more human-sized. Something I haven't fixed is the frame rate. This frame rate is really not as good as I remember ACC being in VR. Like for whatever reason, I'm not happy in the frame rate. Now we are running everything at epic settings, the highest settings. But I used to do that in ACC VR, so I don't know if something's changed. But you can see there, it's just very, for me, it's very choppy. Now I'm running the Pimax Crystal Light at 72 Hz. See that, when it's smooth, it's really, really, really nice. But when there's a lot of movement, it doesn't, and it's not the headset, because the headset rotation's fine, it seems to be a game thing. Maybe too many cars, maybe I don't run this many cars normally. It's obviously a huge grid here in VR in these settings, so it could be a CPU load. But yeah, 72 Hz is what I'm trying to hit. The Pimax Crystal Light does do 920. By the way, this is a review unit from Pimax. I may have a discount code in the description, or it will just be an affiliate link, I'm not sure. But either way, it will tell you more information about the headset. Pimax want to know all the pros and cons when it comes to sim racing, so do go check that out if you're interested. Oh, that's nice there. Sometimes I'm getting a really refined experience. Here at Indianapolis, by the way, I haven't been to Indy for such a long time. I think F1 2001 might have been the last time. And I have to say this... Oh, goodness, sorry, bro. I've turned around the AMG. Hello, how you doing? Good evening. See the unmistakable McLaren there. This world scale is really working for me, actually. I really like this world scale. Get the Telltale Moser... real aggressive rumble when you go over curves, by the way. Here we go. It's really aggressive. Not something you get in the Thrustmaster T818. Let's try and catch that Lexus. I remember this section, but there we go. That was very choppy for me. The sun comes down. But yeah, I'm very interested to know what you think, viewers, of this sim racing experience, because I am running on a 4090, so top of the range PC graphics card, top of the range headset, ACC, but something's not coming together here in my opinion. Now I was just in Rennsport, which was not very good at all. Not braking hard enough, my guy, which I tend to do when I'm in VR. For some reason I don't brake hard enough. I don't know why that is. The weird thing is when I go karting, I come back and I'm absolutely smashing the brakes on the sim rig. But when I go in VR, I'm not. Which is why I quite like to just have an indicator. Actually, like you have in iRacing and Rennsport, actually. But Rennsport graphically was a mess. It was not a good experience. The anti-aliasing was not good. You can see here ACC working really hard to do anti-aliasing online so they're not jagged. And it's doing a good job. I just wonder if it's taking a toll on the performance, but I used to run ACC very easily at max settings. I think maybe I was really lucky with it, and I was running in the rain as well and stuff like that. Maybe I got really lucky, and that's why I was like, oh, AC is really good in VR, because I know a lot of you guys and girls watching are proper VR experts, like you really know your VR stuff. And the general sort of mood in ACC in VR seems to be, oh, it's not a very good VR game. I've never had that experience, but I know now, because it's choppy now, there's something that can be improved. And because Rennsport was smooth, like, a bit of stuff there, now it's smooth. That was interesting, because then it just smoothed out there after that stutter, which makes me think maybe it is a CPU issue. Because the graphics are running great. When I focus in on the dash in front of me, that looks almost exactly like my Astra Racing dash, actually. So I think they make the one that goes in the McLaren. The sun's going to come down here. I wonder if that will do something to the frame rate. We'll see. Oh, I love the oversteer you get there. It's also just, it's a better sim than Rennsport, really. Although I'd be faster in Rennsport in the same way that I'm faster in Gran Turismo than I am in ACC. When I'm in the same motion of these cars ahead, it's a really beautiful thing. Oh, just apps. Sorry, bro. Talking about beautiful. Oh, there we go, out of the way. Talking about beautiful things. Safety rating. Well, I absolutely batter my safety rating doing these videos because I'm just messing around, taking people out, and it affects your multiplayer rating as well. It's kind of fair enough. So Simrig is fighting against me here. Oh, goodness me, that ain't the line. Such an awkward exit there. How they did that in Formula 1, I do not know. Yeah, there's some piece of the puzzle that's not quite working here. And normally I was running my headset at 120 Hz, my Pimax Crystal, the one I had before this, as the flag goes up there. And I wonder if ACC was maybe defaulting to 60 or something, half of that, and running it very easily. And I wonder if here we're like running at something just under 72, I don't know. But it feels to me that we're running significantly under 72, I've got to be honest. You get so sensitive to these things in VR. Such a nice corner, this. Love that corner. Just kind of wish it went onto a straight. This bit is a bit unnecessary in my opinion. Sorry, Indianapolis fans. That's quite a nice corner as well. Send it! Oh no! Yeah, moments like this. I mean, doing a 24-hour race with the teammates in VR in ACC is genuinely going to feel like the real thing. And I've done... Is that the third car I've taken out today? He's just driven off though. It was just a flesh wound.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
To be honest, mate, I don't blame you. I've been on the warpath. You got to look after yourself. Oh, that's how you cut that corner. But having done 24-hour race in real life, there's something about the lighting here and the experience, and I've got the force feedback on like relatively high for me, that reminds me of doing those 24-hour races. And I'd love there to be a 24-hour everyone's in VR race. It would just be like the real thing. Well, no, it wouldn't be like the real thing. That's not right. Because in the real thing, you're smelling the petrol. You're kind of speaking with the other teams. You're going back to your tent. Man, I miss doing 24-hour races in real life. Side by side with a Porsche. Bang. But I tell you what I want to do. I want to go into... I'm going to explain what because you won't see this menu. I want to go into a single player race. And I want to see if that improves the frame rate. I want to try and narrow down the frame rate issue here. Remember, I'm running everything at max. Right, let's see here. It's going to load in very quick.
This session is about consistency. Try to be fast, but don't push it too much over the limit.
What's the frame rate saying? You know what? It's still not good. It's still not good, the frame rate for me. It's still not perfect. Okay, well that has me intrigued now. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to turn down the settings. So again, you won't see, I'll have to explain here. I'm going into options, video, and at the moment everything's on epic. And I'm going to go to mid on the view distance. Apply. Maybe I just got high standards. Maybe running at 90 and 120. This is a bit smoother. But I still get the impression it's not quite perfect. But anyway, I'm going to do some more experimenting. I wanted to show you what AC looks like in the Pimax Crystal Light. Remember to check that link in the description if you're interested in the headset. It is a review unit from Pimax. But an interesting one. I want to get a really smooth experience, and I think I'm going to need to tinker with some settings to do that. Here's some more videos around here that you might find interesting, and I'll see you next time.